I have a love-hate relationship with castor oil, and I've touched on it before in other videos, but today I'm gonna give you the complete lowdown on what I love and what I hate. I am not going into the science behind it, why it works, how it works, basically because I have not done that research. I don't care enough. I just know what does work for me, and I know what I like about it, and I know what I don't like about it. Just my personal opinion. So I'm just doing girlfriend to girlfriend, what I've seen from personal use. If you are that person that needs to know the why, there are so many videos out there that you can go do your research and find out. And let us know in the details. If you do know those answers, we want to know. Tell us about it. I don't really care, but some people will want to know. So leave that in the comments. So I sat down, I jotted down what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So I'll just go over everything in no particular order. And before I get started, hi everybody, I'm so excited that you're here. My besties that come back every week, I love you guys so much. And if you are new, I'm Carolyn, I'm a retired esthetician, and we have this fun little group here for older women. We sort of get each other and we cover all lifestyle things that we're going through. So if you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you join us. 1000% free. Just click the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, then you actually get notified, I think, by YouTube. Who knows with YouTube? It has a mind of its own. So let's start with how castor oil helps to grow hair. I think we all knew, like from years ago, that castor oil helped to make our eyelashes longer, grow them longer and thicker and healthier, and our eyebrows. And I think we knew that on some level it was good for growing our hair. I personally don't put it in my hair. It gets in my hair when I use it, which is one of the things I don't like about it, but it is supposed to be good for growing your hair. And I have a friend of mine, she swears by it, she uses it, and she thinks it's fantastic. Recently, probably the last 6 months, I altogether stopped using my lash serum to help my lashes grow, and I have a brow serum that I help for my brows to grow. I totally just stopped using it because now that I've really been using castor oil on a regular basis, I'm just finding I don't need it. It helps to grow my lashes. I don't find that one is better than the other, except castor oil is a lot more inexpensive than those serums that you get for growing your lashes. So I've just ditched the serums and I'm just using the castor oil. Now the reason why those serums are better is that they're not as heavy and thick and sticky. So I have to be very careful to really just put the tiniest amount on my lashes. Otherwise, my lashes are just so laid down. It gets all over my glasses because I put it on at night, and at night I have my glasses on, and it's just a mess. So I hate that I'm constantly cleaning my glasses and it gets all smeared and I can't see through them, and it's frustrating. So I have learned the tiniest little bit. So I do use it for my lashes, my brows, but not my hair. But if you want to try it for your hair, I've heard great things about it. Something else is that it helps with gut issues. So I do struggle with a lot of bloating, and I have over the last several years, really since the onset of menopause. And so that is something that is an ongoing issue for me. It comes and it goes, and I'm always trying different things to improve it. I mean, I have a really clean diet. I've done elimination diets. I do fasting. So sometimes these things are hereditary, so we just have to work harder at it than maybe other people do, or I have to work harder at it than I think a lot of other people might have to. But this is something that I've been doing along with a few other things, and I am seeing improvements. So I don't know that it's exactly this, but I think that it is one of the things that's helping. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it takes a village. Rarely is there just one miracle hack that's just gonna solve every problem. So I think this is helping, but I'm also doing some other things, and I think that's a video that I'm gonna do. I took pictures when I was at my worst. I was just so down. It was just like, nothing I could do, and my belly circumference was so big. And that's something that I'm not used to, because that was my one area that was usually flat. You know, I have other parts of my body that are not so small, but that was one thing that I had, and I don't have that anymore, a nice flat belly. So it was extremely large. I took pictures from every angle. I don't know if I would be brave enough to show you guys, but it has improved so much since then. And it's so much more than what it physically looks like. I mean, you just don't feel like yourself when it's bloating. It's not even like I put on weight. It's just that my stomach was just so hard and bloated. So I have been seeing a lot of improvement in that department. And so one of the things is rubbing castor oil in my belly button every night. Something else that I have noticed is that it has really good healing properties. So what those properties are, I don't know, but with my own eyes, I have seen how it has healed my skin. For example, on my leg, I had like this spot, like a freckle, but not a freckle. It had more like a reddish tinge to it. It was flat. I wasn't really concerned by it, but it annoyed me because it wasn't supposed to be there. Since I started using the castor oil on a regular basis, it slowly crusted over and fell off. So to me, what that means is it's healing my skin at a deep cellular level. So I do slather it all over my body, all over my arms, all over my legs, all over my tummy, but it's so thick and so sticky. I just hate the feel of it going on my body, but I like the results so much that I do make myself put it on. But it takes a good hour for that to penetrate and sink into my skin. I gotta really take my time and massage it in. So it's an effort that I put in because I do feel like I see a lot of results. And I really do have to make sure my hair is up and out of my face and off of my body, because just a little bit of it will get in there and it will just mess up nicely clean washed hair and just make it a greasy mess. In fact, today I did get some in and I tried to put some dry shampoo in there, but it just feels kind of a little sticky and a little gross. So that is one of the things I really hate about it, is how it is so sticky and how it takes so long to massage in and how it gets into my hair. They say that you can mix it with your lotion, and I'm sure you can. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't, and then it would spread a little better, but I don't. I just figure if I'm gonna do it, I wanna know that how much I'm putting in and how much it's getting where, so I just do put it on straight without mixing it with anything. So here is one that a friend of mine gave me. I think you can get it on Etsy, and it's castor oil mixed with beeswax. So it's a solid form, which castor oil is not solid, it's a liquid. So the beeswax, I guess, makes it solid. I think it's great for putting on my lips, just massaging it into my lips. Outside of that, it still takes the same amount of time for it to penetrate into your skin. You still have to work this in. And because it is like a solid, I feel like I need to warm it up in my fingers before I can even get it to spread anywhere. So either you can mix it yourself with your lotions and potions that you use on a regular basis, or if you want to get it pre-mixed with something else, I'm sure they have lots of products like this out there that already come mixed. So this one is with beeswax. So here are the ones that I use, and I can link them in the description box. But what you want to look for are, well, first of all, it has an expiration date. So don't go dig in the back of your cabinet and pull out that one that you had around, from 20 years ago. I would get a new one. You want to make sure that it's a dark glass jar. So you want it to be glass. You want to keep it out of the sun, and you want it to be organic, and you want it to be cold pressed. Basically, that's what you look for. And then the reason I have two is because I've heard a lot of good things about the Jamaican black castor oil. It's supposed to be stronger and kind of better, but it also kind of smells a little stronger. It has, I'm not sure how to even describe the smell, kind of a nutty burnt smell, but it's a smell that I don't really want to wear during the day. I don't want it to compete with my Baccarat Rouge. So this is the one, if I'm gonna use it during the day, I just use their regular, I don't know, it's just regular castor oil. As far as the science on which one is better, I don't know it. I'm just kind of going on what I've heard, that this is kind of the stronger, more effective one. So I just go ahead and use both of them. So I do love using it on my face. I hate using it on my face. I have a lot of flakies that I get because I use a strong retin-A, so it really helps to just smooth out my skin and take all the dry little bits and pieces away. So I want to use it first thing in the morning under my makeup. So I have to learn to use just a little bit, dab it under my eyes. I think it just makes under my eyes look smooth and really nice. It just gives my whole face, I think, just a really moisturized look. So if I want to use it during the day, I've got to train myself to use just the tiniest little bit, just a dot. Because I am so bad at more is more, and I really have to train myself to understand that sometimes less is more. So I just make a little dot, just get it right under my eyes, get it on my eyelids. I love it there too. And I do put it just everywhere on my face, but just a very little bit. And then I take my time to really massage it in. And I have to be extremely careful that my hair is all pulled back out of my face, away from my body, and even after, when it's on my fingers and I'm taking my hair down, I gotta make sure that it is also really off of my hands, because the tiniest little bit in my hair is a mess. But when I do it properly on my face and just do a little tiny bit and really massage it in, it really does look really good with my makeup over it. Also, if you have acne, and I know at our age we shouldn't have acne, but some of us do, and every once in a while I get a pimple. I've never really had acne. I really have more dry skin, but if I do get like a little pimple, I put a little castor oil on there and it helps. I don't know why or how, because you would think something as thick and just sticky as that wouldn't help with acne, but it does. And they do say there's lots of information out there. Go do your own research if you have acne, but it's supposed to be really good for just helping with acne. It's also good if you have psoriasis or eczema. I do get that on a pretty regular basis, and I have a steroid cream that I use for it. But if I have a mild case, the castor oil helps. Like, it's not perfect and it doesn't make it just completely go away. But if it's just a small breakout, I like to use as little steroid cream as possible. The castor oil really does help. So it limits the amount of steroid cream that I have to put on my body. So when I slather it on my body, that is mostly at night that I do that, because it just takes too long for that to penetrate into my skin so that I can get dressed. But on those days that I really want my skin to look really beautiful and really hydrated, I mean, the best I can. I'm 61 years old, and especially I find on my forearm, it's very wrinkly, but it helps. So on those days where I just really want my skin to look its best, I take my time and I really massage it in. And those days, immediately after using it, like right away, you just see, after it's penetrated into your skin, it just leaves your skin like looking really a little more youthful and very hydrated. And that is why I have the non-smelly one for those days that I want to use it during the day. And if you use self-tanner, I don't really go out in the sun, so I usually always put a little self-tanner on. It helps make that self-tanner just look really flawless and just really pretty. So the last thing that I will say that it's good for is microneedling. So probably a lot of you don't do your own microneedling. If you do go somewhere and get microneedling done, it's great for healing it after. So when you come home and your face is a little red or a little swollen, put some castor oil on and that will just heal it really quickly. But if you do your own at-home microneedling, or if you're interested in it, I do have a video that I can leave linked and it shows you exactly how to do it. And there are so many benefits to it. I know a lot of people freak out over it because of the needles, but if you're not one of those people, go check out the video because it's really great for just giving you a nice clear complexion. So in that video, I say how I use it to heal my skin after I've used the microneedling. But, and this is how we're a community and we need to come together, ladies, and help each other out. A friend of mine, Kearney, told me that she uses the castor oil as the slip. You need a slip that you put on your skin so that the microneedle machine just glides over easily. And she started using it as the slip. So I just thought that was genius. It's just incredible to use something that's already has so many healing properties and is so good for your skin and seems to get deep in there on its own. So imagine microneedling with it. I just think that was genius. Thank you, Kearney, for showing me that that is a great way to microneedle. So check that video out if microneedling is something that you're interested in. And if you already do it, try it with castor oil. So any information that you ladies have on castor oil, leave it in the comments so that we can all learn from each other. And that is it for today. Thank you, whoever is here right now and has stuck around to the end. Love you guys so much. Go have an incredible, fabulous day. Bye.